I wish I knew how to earlier start applying what I was learning at the time, because I feel like I started too late. You just need the right people and a little bit money, you can go far. Making friends and making connections with these people are very important too. You know that this could work because you believe in it. But it's convincing a brand that, okay, put this much money in because you can make this much. Because at the end of the day, your vision is gonna take you where you need to go, and you need to go there because that's your passion.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Cash In Your Passion. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous episode about Tabang, the photographer. For those who don't know, what Cash In Your Passion is about educating young people about how they can actually cash in their passion. So today, we're bringing you another guest, a different passion. Hopefully someone out there will relate to this passion of this particular guest. His name is James Pitout. James Pitout. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, so it's James Pitout. He's a content creator. I know him for a lot of things within the content creation realm. He also does styling on set, and he also does managing, like artist management and stuff like that. So without any further ado, let's bring in Mr. Pitout. James Pitout. So here we are with Mr. Pitout.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. Mr. Relax, don't worry.
Fun with flags.
All right, so to get right into it, as the culture of the show is that you have to introduce yourself.
Okay.
Using a particular accent that will depend on which one you pull out of these things. So right into it.
Doesn't get dodgy.
No, it won't get dodgy. So pick an accent from my little accent box and give it.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, he's got to do his intro in an Indian accent. Did you like that?
That's mad dodgy, bro.
All right, cool. So please introduce yourself in an accent.
Okay. Hello, my name is James. I am a content creator from South Africa. And I do a lot of things, I'll give you a special discount when you come buy some clothes from me, yes?
That was legit dope. He nailed it.
Don't fight me. He made me do it. Don't fight me.
Yeah, if anybody has a problem with just happened, come speak to me, please. Oh wow. Anyway, thank you for coming through, James. Appreciate your presence. And so to give a bit of a backstory about how I know James. James, I met him when I was shooting content for a particular brand. So he was there as a stylist for that brand. And that's where I met Pitout, James Pitout. So please give us a bit of a backstory about you as a content creator.
Okay, well, it's a long story. It started just after I studied graphic design at TT. I weren't sure if I wanted to pursue graphic design as like a full-time, strict graphic design job, because with my studies we had to do an internship, and the internship didn't go so well. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to have a little bit of a break. So I met up with a guy that was selling thrifted clothing. From that, he his brother kind of got me into like designing my own clothes. So I used my graphic design background to kind of draw on secondhand denims and
this is the thing.
This is not me, but yeah, I do draw on denims. That was kind of my start. And then from that, I met Sonia Tona. She's a content creator from Joburg. She was doing modeling at the time, and we kind of talked to do our own production company. From that, we produced a set of production content for her that she wanted to do, but because of certain partners that didn't really work out, so it kind of stopped. And I decided to become her manager, get her gigs, drive her to gigs for her modeling. And then eventually, about a year after that, we decided, okay, cool, why don't we do influencing or content creation, as you want to call it. And from that, we kind of got into working with a lot of brands. We've worked with Levi's, we worked with Puma, we've worked with Reebok. We currently working with Sports Scene. So it's like, it spiraled from that after quarantine even, actually. That's when we got our first gig. I think it was with Reebok. And then from that it spiraled. We did a local, well, it's not local, it's from Nigeria, a streetwear brand called Ashlux.
Okay.
And that kind of spiraled into us just doing this content creation now. So this year I'm also starting my own company called Zeitgeist Group. But I have a different approach than Sonia. It's more of like how history involved today's fashion and how it kind of inspires people, because I like history and I like to kind of look at old styles and how we can bring it in, because for me the youth style is not really something I can relate to, so I'm more into trying to bring old style in to the new age. Yeah.
I was going to ask you to elaborate on your passion, but you've already done that. All right, cool. Okay, so the next question is, with what you do, okay, it sounds to me like what you do actually is an umbrella of like a whole bunch of things under there. So, okay, cool. So, can you please just tell me if there's something that you are not passionate about and you've actually tried to cash that in and try to make money out of that thing, and how it worked out and everything?
So, I don't know if it's lucky or not, but I didn't really have to try and cash in something that's not my passion. One thing I can say is that internship kind of opened my eyes, and I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to not have pressure to kind of, always do what's necessary, like have a job, 9 to 5, make money. So I was lucky enough to meet the right people at the right time, and I'm here now trying to cash in more passion. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope. All right, why the content creation? Why that in particular?
So, when I started, the whole point of going to graphic design and studying graphic design is because I wanted to start my own clothing brand, like skateboard brand. And in university, it was very much, okay, no, this is graphic design and this is what you have to do with it. But they give you other skills. And I kind of never really got into the brand, but by meeting people and by interacting, for me, it's very important to have mentors and have the right people teaching you the right stuff. So by me meeting these people, I have this way of like taking information from them and using it to my own advantage. So I was lucky enough to meet the right people, and that kind of spiraled from one passion to the next passion, just like trying, At the end of the day, you don't know what's gonna work until it works.
You don't know what's gonna work until it works.
Catchphrase.
Yeah.
TM.
All right, so my next question is, how exactly did you start making money? How exactly did you start cashing in this particular passion of yours?
So how it started is we did our own content. You know, I produced my own content, you know, asking people for favors. Oh, can you come through, shoot for me, you know? Or would you want to model for me, you know? And like, you know, just trying to get people to do that. And then that turned into a thing of, okay, you guys are doing cool stuff. Can we use this for this? So we kind of got our break from like Sonia being the gatekeeper, right? Okay. Models definitely are the gatekeepers of the industry. If you know the models, they know the people, they know the brands. Being featured on brands it's not the most important, but it does help. So they saw Sonia and they were like, okay, hey Sonia, we have this thing, we see, because Sonia was busy sewing, like doing sustainable things. So Reebok approached us as like, oh, we see you doing this cool stuff. We, I don't know on which brand they found, I think on Superdry or something like that. So they were like, oh, we see you doing these cool stuff. We have this campaign because sustainability is in right now. Would you want to be the spokesperson for that? And with that, we kind of got people to recognize, oh, okay, Sonia's doing these cool things. How can we get you guys to come do these things and, you know, put your name on our brands? Because that's basically what it is. For the brands to be cool, they need the cool kids to come in and show that we care about the brands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, how I'm picking it up is that you started where you were by basically pushing content for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Not paid content, but asking for favors and everything. And then at the end of the day, they saw what you were doing. They're like, oh, that shit is cool.
Yeah.
So can we, like, you know.
Can we be a part of it?
Can you be a part of it? Okay, no, that's good. So what were the challenges that you faced as Mr. Pitout, James Pitout? And then what are the challenges that you feel there await those who want to pursue the same passion?
So personally for me, my challenge now is breaking away from being Sonia's manager and working with Sonia. Because me and Sonia, we're not doing the same things, but it's like, for us to start off, the first thing that's quite hard is for these brands to take you seriously. Because it's kind of like your granddad won't see you the same on his level. So it's like they've been in this industry, like who are you to come and dictate what needs to happen? So being taken seriously is a really difficult thing, you know. Staying positive when you get rejected, very, very difficult thing to do. You know, and just believing in yourself and having confidence to try again. And, you know, maybe you get a no here, but you'll get a yes there. It's all about being persistent, being constant, being determined enough to always go and work and get work and look for people. And at the end of the day, you should do for yourself what makes you happy, and people will catch on what's actually cool, because we are what's cool. So it's like, you need to show them that, you know, look what I'm doing. That's why you need it. And that's it. Just not taking no for an answer, I guess.
Okay. And then just to give me more info in terms of the challenges that you are bound to face as anyone who's trying to pursue, what are those challenges?
To find the right people to talk to. You know, having to go through Instagram, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's about going to places and meeting people and talking to the right people that knows the people, and like making friends and making connections with these people are very important to be able to, you know, talk. And then at the same time, just do your own thing, you know, it will come. People will find you. Just be consistent.
Okay, cool. All right, so you are here now, making money out of that, right?
Yeah.
The content creation, part managing, all of that. So what are the current challenges that you are facing right now?
Currently, the challenge is getting brands to not see the project as a money sign, you know, to see it as a culture, not as, okay, how much money I'm gonna make from this, and having the right budget to do what you want to do and not to have to compromise too much. That's the problem. Like getting brands to be like, okay, seeing the vision that you see, that's the challenge, to get them to see the vision. Like, okay, this is not gonna be, okay, a lot of money that we're gonna go out, because at the end of the day, you know that you're gonna make money. You know that this could work because you believe in it, but it's convincing a brand that, okay, put this much money in because you can make this much. That's the difficulty that we are facing today.
All right, based on what you've said, so you've obviously assessed yourself and have realized the kind of person you are. So my next question based on that is, from your experience, what are both the personal requirement and professional requirement to be able to cash in what you do?
So I think those two kind of are the same thing for me. You know, you have to have confidence. You need to have drive. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have determination. You need to be flexible, you know. This industry, you need to be a river. You know, when there's a stone in your path in the river, it's blocking you. You need to make a new path and try something else. So being flexible, you know, being understanding, talking to people, understanding why they're saying these things. Because if you're going to overthink everything, it's going to make everything more difficult. It's going to make you struggle, feeling like you don't belong. But you need to have confidence, and you need to be able to see your vision and stick to your vision. Because at the end of the day, your vision is going to take you where you need to go, and you need to go there because that's your passion. So, yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you feel like you should have learned sooner?
That you don't need a lot of money to start. You know, looking at these things, you always think like in America, oh, I had $1 billion to start my brand. And it's more like, yo, you just need the right people and a little bit money, you can go far, you know? And it was just a thing of like knowing how to also use what you learned and applying it. I wish I knew how to earlier start applying what I was learning at the time, you know, because I feel like I started too late. But, you know, it's all about looking back, looking forward, and just pushing, you know. Don't be scared. Yeah, I just wish I wasn't so like worried about having enough money to start.
Okay, no. All right, the last thing, final thing, is just advice for those who want to pursue content creation as a career, you know, those who want to cash it in. What would you say to them?
I say try and get into as much things as you can. Try different things. Do it yourself, you know. Don't wait for people to help you, you know, realize what you need to do. Just ask people. Once they know, go to the next one. Try and go to these events, you know. You'll meet those people. Some of them don't want to talk to you, but, you know, someone will talk to you. Just try and go and be persistent. That's all.
All right. James.
Tell your story. Yeah, now I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, good. Thank you so much for coming, Brian. I believe like a lot of people that are wanting to pursue the content creation realm, they've picked up whatever they picked up, and they've learned, and since you are making money out of it, I mean, like, if you can do it, so can they, you know.
Yeah,
You're
anyone
human,
can do
yeah.
this. Everyone has their own story to tell.
You see,
Tell your story.
That's waar. So I thank you, Braak. Tawona, ne?
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Was
next
I
to that.
grand, Braak?
Yeah, lekker.
Kalewo, lekker. So there you have it, folks. That was Pitout. James Pitout. So he's a content creator, and listening to his journey, it has given me a different perspective of the journey, because we sort of, there's some parts where I've done the same things, and some parts it's like, oh, okay, I didn't think of doing that, you know. But at the end of the day, he got to where he is right now. He managed to cash in his passion, and I feel like if you are also interested in what he does and you want to do, just take from what he said, you know, follow the advices that he gave, like the parts about having confidence in yourself, believing in yourself, the parts about basically going to events, mingling with people, and getting the right people to put you in the right channels and everything. I mean, like, do that, and maybe you also, you know, manage to cash in that passion. So that is all with me with this episode, and I will see you on the next one for cashing your passion, and goodbye.